reaching all the way up towards the top end of your mat. And lifting your chin so you're looking up a little. And then start to gently draw your body along the ground, drawing downwards with your shoulders and opening your chest. And let's draw up into a little cat stretch, pulling up through the shoulders and gazing up towards your navel. And then taking the head and the tailbone away from each other and sitting all the way back down onto your heels. And again, let's bring the body to pull up and through, rolling downwards with your shoulders, lifting your chin. And then drawing up again into your cat stretch, pulling up through the shoulders and up through with your back. And taking your head and tailbone away, and let's sit all the way back down upon your heels. And again, let's bring the body to pull up and through, and then curling the toes this time, sending the hips back and drawing your head down through your arms. Coming forwards into a plank, gazing slightly ahead, and then bending your knees and sitting all the way back down onto your heels. And again, let's bring the body up and through, curling the toes and a nice long stretch all the way up and along the back of your body. Draw forwards into a plank and then bending your knees and sitting all the way back down onto your heels. And again, bring the body up and through and curling the toes, sending the hips back and the head down. Drawing forwards into a plank and then bending your knees and sitting all the way back. And again, bring the body up and through, curling the toes and sending the hips away and the head down. Draw forwards into a plank and then bending your knees and releasing and sitting back. And again, bring the body up and through, mobilising the back, a little bit of heat coming up into the strength work for your shoulders. As you come to downward dog, lengthening all the way along the back of your body, drawing forwards into a plank, and then bending your knees, and releasing and sitting on back. And again, bring the body to pull up and through, curling the toes, sending the hips back and the head goes down. Draw forwards to your plank and then bending your knees and sitting all of the way back. And one more time, bring the body through, curling the toes, and this time we'll stay in the down dog and walk it from one foot to the other. So just rolling the hips a little side to side, spreading your fingers nice and wide to the mat. And just being aware of how your body feels today. Be aware of the movement coming up into the lower back, how that feels. And throughout your practice, just again, be in touch with your body. Take breaks if you need to. And just, again, nurture your strength and nurturing into your stretches. And if we can come all the way back down upon your knees and place your right foot forwards. Okay, now I'm going to work into a little bit of a chest opener here. So I'm taking my right hand against my left hand to my right knee, alright? And then as I bring my right arm forwards, I'm opening the shoulder all of the way back. So I'm looking back behind me. And then bring the hand back down, take it to the outside of your foot, and bring up your left arm. So you're taking a little bit of an arc to come up into the side of your body and gazing up towards your palm. Bring the hand all the way back down to the floor, curl the toes, lifting the back knee and turning again to the right, raising your right arm. And then releasing your knee back down and carefully moving back onto the back knee, drawing back your toes. So we're looking for a little bit of a stretch here into the calf and the hamstring, okay, to bring the toes back more. That will generate a deeper stretch into the calf. And if you extend out through your tailbone more, make the back line a little flatter, that will take the hamstring in to stretch more. If you do get a little bit of tension behind the knee, bend your knee today. Okay, just again, accepting where the body is and trying not to push it past where it wants to go. And then coming all of the way back up, we'll come back around onto your knees, and then we can raise your arms up towards the ceiling. Deep breath in, and as you breathe out, activate your waist and taking your arms up and over. Breathing in, drawing it back up. Breathing out, activate your waist, and again, taking your arms up and over. And breathing in, bringing it back up. Breathing out, letting your arms all the way back down again. If we can place forwards the left foot, and just taking across right hand, I'm bringing my left arm forward straight ahead and then opening it wide, following the fingers all of the way back and looking back behind you. Or just going back as far as feels good to do today. And bringing the hand back down, taking left hand to come up and over, so we generate a little bit more stretch into the hip flexors, but also the waist. And then taking the hand back down, curling the toes, lifting the back knee, pushing away into the heel, raising left arm and looking up towards your hand. Again, relax the shoulders, just taking a couple of breaths here. And then coming back on down. And let's move back onto that back knee, drawing your toes back. Again, same here, a little bit of a hinge back through the tailbone if you can, pushing your hips away from you, sitting down a little bit, letting the elbows bend a little bit. Maybe draw the toes up towards the ceiling a little bit more, and breathe. Just breathe into that hamstring and calf stretch. Alright, letting it go. Now I'm going to pop us round onto your back. And if you could draw your heels in towards you, have them in touching distance. Relax, open your shoulders. Okay, let your arms just hang down by your side. And we're going to just work the lower back, carefully down towards your imprint, and then releasing the back away from the ground. Again, taking your lower back down towards an imprint, and then releasing the back away, okay? Coming into a neutral, so feel ribs and tailbone are on the floor, but you're conscious that you've got a hollow between the lower back and the ground. Bring your shoulders to come up by your ears, and work them down. And again, up towards your ears, work them down, walk them down, walk them down, walk them down, okay? And just wriggle out the neck. Feel that the collarbone is sitting open. Start to take a deep breath in through your nose and feel the ribs widen. And as you breathe out through your mouth, blowing the breath out with a little energy. Again, as you breathe in, ribs widening, side and back of your body. And then as you breathe out, drawing the navel back to the spine and drawing up on the pelvic floor, engaging with that third layer of abdominal muscle in. And again, as you breathe in, the ribs are widening, the belly's flat. As you breathe out, drawing up on the pelvic floor, connecting through that central line of your body, and just reminding yourself of rhythm, breath, in coordination with that connection with your core. Now I'm going to start us off today with our shoulder bridge. So breathing in to prepare, And as you breathe out, working your lower back away from the floor, and then direct your body up through your thighs and through your knees. So feel that you're pushing your hips upwards. Breathing in, and then breathing out to lower. So what I'm trying to get across here is that as we peel the back away from the floor, nice and fluid, peeling away, but not just thinking of lifting, but of drawing away into our feet. Okay, breathing in at the top, and then breathing out, working it into reverse, lower back onto the floor and back to neutral. So again, breathing in, as you breathe out, driving your hips up, and like I say, it's trying to generate a little bit more strength into the quads, but not clenching the buttocks. Breathing in, and then breathing out, and working the lower back into the floor and back to neutral. Again, breathing in, breathing out, and peel the back away, drive the hips upwards and away from you. Breathing in, breathing out as you lower. Now you can do a couple more like that if you like. I'm just going to put in a couple of hip lifts as well. So breathing in, breathing out as you lift, you're peeling away and pressing up. Stay in this lifted position if you wish. Breathing out to let one hip bone come slightly higher than the other. Breathe in to lower. Breathing out, letting the other hip bone come up. Breathe in to lower. Okay, so like I say, this is very subtle. We're not looking for a big swinging from side to side. If you can, keep a minimum amount of use from the glutes. Try and really find internal oblique muscle and core strength. So as we come to that very subtle lift of the hip bone, we want to feel that central core line of the body really playing its role. Breathing in. Again, breathing out to lift, breathing in to lower. Two more. And lower. Feet perfectly flat on the floor. And then take a breath in. And then as you breathe out, lowering your back down. Now let's take the legs to stretch out and along the floor. I'm coming into single leg raise. So just lower down your shoulders. As you bring one leg up towards the ceiling, breathing in. And as you lower the leg down and away from you, breathing out. Raise the other leg, breathing in, nice long leg stretch. And then breathing out as you lower. So just checking out that you've got a neutral back. So when you bring the leg up, you're not pushing your lower back down into the floor. Again, if you've got a little tightness on the hamstrings this morning, bend your knee just a little bit as that leg comes higher. And when you bring the leg down towards the floor, try and stretch away. Maybe press your palms into the ground when you lower that leg down. Just feel if you can get a little bit more connection, working down with that extension, pushing the toes again away from you. So again, sometimes it pays just to pay a little bit more attention to how you're using your body. You know, because we get used to doing things, don't we? And we do things quite a lot, so we tend to sort of go off the reason why we're doing it. So like I said, it's just trying to extend and press away from the body with the leg. And when you press your palms into the floor, hopefully again, using fascia, the connective tissue, by sending the impulse to come into using your core a little bit more. Okay, now I'm going to place the 100 here today. So I'm putting it in a little bit earlier. You could use a cushion behind your neck if you would prefer to keep your head lower today. You can support your head, of course. You can keep your feet on the floor, or you can bring them up to a tabletop, or you could extend them if that feels okay. I'm going to come up with the head and shoulders. Like I say, you could support the neck, or you can put a cushion behind your head, or you can pat the air. So we're breathing in for about 4, and then breathing out for about 6. So really again, generate that deeper breath in, ribs widening. As you breathe out, engaging and pulling up through the midline of your body. And let's go with 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Feel like you're squeezing something out inside of your body. 25, 26, 7, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 3, 34, 35, 6, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 5, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Remember, keeping the shoulder blades on the floor and keeping a neutral back. 55, 56, 7, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 3, 64, 65, 66, 7, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 3, 74, 75, 76, 7, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 3, 84, 85, 86, 7, 88, 89, 90 with 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Carefully bring it down. And if you could just place your right ankle to your left thigh for me. And we can carefully bring up both legs, if that feels good to do so. We can either hold on to your left hamstring or onto your left shin. And then if you flex your foot and try and maybe encourage your knee to open back a little bit. And then letting it go. And then swap it on over. But drawing the legs in towards you. Just taking it as far as you need to today. And we should be getting a stretch into the leg that you've drawn up onto your thigh. So in this case, your left hip. Okay, releasing your leg. And come over onto your side and then onto your hands and knees. And we're going to work today into your dolphin. So I'm going to work around that we're holding on around the elbows. Okay, and then when we open it up, we've got that perfect position. We're going to try not to let the elbows escape. Okay, so we're going to try and keep them in the same position. I'm going to do a little bit of glute work after this. So forearms down towards the floor. And I'm starting off on my knees. And as I draw forwards, breathing out, looking slightly beyond your fingers, and breathing in to draw back. Breathing out and engaging the core, looking forwards, breathing in to draw back. And if you'd like to, going up into your toes, breathing out as you come forwards, and breathing in to draw your hips up. Breathing out, engaging the core to come forwards, and breathing in, sending your hips back. And again, belly pulls back as you come forwards, looking ahead of your fingers, and breathing in to draw back. Again, engaging, coming forwards, and breathing in, sending your hips back. Pull up through the core as you come forwards, and breathing in, pulling on back. 2 more. Breathing out to come forwards. Breathing in to pull back. 1 more time. And breathing in. Alright, now come down carefully onto your knees. Place your hands just beneath your shoulders. Have your knees in alignment with your hips. And just drop down the shoulders a little so they're away from your ears. Pulling up on your bottom rib. Now I'm going to work into single leg extension, and then I'm going to work with the knee coming out to the side. We're going to work into a little bit more hip work. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, just graze the ground with your big toe. Point your toes and lift the leg up. And then breathing in, slowly bring it back. Changing legs, breathing out, push out through your toes, lift the leg up. breathing out. Slide the leg away, point your toes and lift. And then breathing in, drawing the knee back down. So our gaze is just slightly beyond the fingers. Alright, so always trying not to just drop the head down. Trying to keep the shoulders back so that the neck is visible from the side. Alright, being light in the hands. So maybe a little bit of softness to the elbows, that might help. And when we take the leg away, feel like you're trying to really extend and touch the other side of the room with your big toe. So really taking that leg to point. Breathing out, pressing it away. And breathing in. Now coming to the knee, open to the side. So breathing out, drawing that quarter circle with the knee. And breathing into lower. We're going to do 4 on the same leg. Breathing out, knee open. And into lower. Locking on with the core as you lift the knee. And into lower. One more time. Breathing out, lift. Into lower. Now breathing out to straighten the leg away from you. Same leg. Breathing in, cross it behind. And breathing out, bring it to the middle. Breathing in, cross it behind. Engage the core as you bring it to the middle. Breathing in, take it behind. Breathing out, back to the middle. One more time, behind. And breathing in, back to the middle. Breathe in, draw the knee down. And I'll change the other leg. Breathing out, knee drawing open to the side. And breathing into lower. Breathing out, knee drawing to the side. And into lower. Breathing out, knee open. And into lower. One more time. Breathing out, knee open. And into lower. Breathing out to straighten the leg. And breathing in, take it behind. Breathing out, bring it back to the middle. Breathing in behind, try and stay light in the shoulders, looking forwards. Again, breathing in behind. Breathing out, back to the middle. One more time, breathing in and out, back to the middle. Breathe in, draw the knee down. I'm going to go for another set. I'm going to take my opposite hand out to the side. Okay, so feel free or keep both hands on the floor. Opposite hand out and breathing out to take the knee open. Breathing into lower. Breathing out, knee open. And into lower. Breathing out, knee open. And into lower. One more up. And into lower. Breathing out to straighten the leg. And then breathing in, cross it behind. Breathe out, bring it to the middle. Breathe in, cross it behind. Breathe out, bring it to the middle. Breathing in behind. Out to the middle. One more time. Out to the middle. Breathe in, draw the knee in. And let's change legs. Breathing out, knee opening to the side. Breathing into lower. Opposite hand away if you can. Breathing out, knee open. Into lower. Breathing out, knee open. Into lower. One more time. Breathing out, knee open. Into lower. Breathing out to straighten the leg. Breathing in, cross behind. Breathing out to bring it up. Breathing in, cross behind. Out to bring it back up. Again, breathing in behind. Breathing out to bring it back up. Breathing in, tuck it back. Breathing out back to the center. One more time. And breathe out. Alright. Let's come all the way down upon your belly. And let's just bring your arms down by your sides. And just let your shoulders go there for a moment. Just in 2 positions that have brought the shoulders in. So I'm going to be working into the breaststroke, rolling back the shoulders. And like I've been saying over the last few weeks, doing your best to really try and rotate the arms to open. When it gets a bit colder, we tend to hunch our shoulders a little bit when we're cold. So it's just really trying to free up a little bit more range work around the upper back. And then today I'm going to offer up that we put the arms in to draw forwards and backwards from your body. All right, if you want to put that in today, please join me. If not, carry on with the first stage. So I'm going to completely relax the lower end of the body from the waist downwards. And as we start, breathing in, rolling both of your shoulders back. Breathing out to engage the core, lifting and hovering. Breathing in to stay. And then breathing out to lower and the shoulders roll back to the ground. Breathing in, rolling back your shoulders, try and turn the arms open a bit more. Breathing out to raise and hover, pulling the belly away from the ground. Breathing in, and breathing out to lower and shoulders coming back. Breathing in, peel back your shoulders. Breathing out, navel back to the spine as you lift. Breathing in to stay. And breathing out to lower all of the way back. Again, breathing in, shoulders rolling back. Breathing out, navel back to the spine as you lift. Breathing in, stay. And then breathing out to lower all of the way back. Now, what we could do from here is breathe in, roll the shoulders open. Breathing out to lift and either go back down or stay up. And then breathe in to reach your arms ahead of you. And breathing out to draw them back. Now keeping the core locked on now. Breathing in, coming forwards. Breathing out to draw back. Keeping the shoulders lowered so they're not coming up and around by your ears. And as we reach forwards, looking in towards the ground. But like I say, is keep the core locked on so the back doesn't get overworked. And back. 2 more if you can. Trying to keep the arms as straight as possible and try not to bring your shoulders too high up and around by your ears. And releasing back. Okay, let's come up onto your hands and knees. Now I'm going to work into thread the needle as a stretch. And today I'm going to offer up that you put the extension of the leg out to the side. So I'm going to turn on my angle slightly here, just in case you're not able to see exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm taking my right leg out to the side. Okay, it's in alignment there with my hip. I'm going to take my right arm to thread the needle and take my ear down towards the ground. So you're going to get a stretch in for your inner thigh. And you're going to get a stretch in for rear shoulder. But if you don't want to take the leg out, absolutely, just keep your knees together. And then gently bring yourself up. Okay, we're swapping the legs over. So we have the other leg, left leg coming out to the side if you want to. And then we're posting the left arm underneath your body and lowering your ear down to the ground. And then drawing all of the way back on up. Good. Okay, let's come around onto your side. Alright, so I'm going to touch on today, I think I did this with you on Friday, some of you. I'm going to be working into single leg lift, double leg lift, and then I'm going to do that harder variation where we draw the legs up and away in a diagonal angle. Alright, like I say, it's layer 3, so you don't have to take it up there if you don't want to. So let's start off though, all the way out and along the floor. Being careful to bring your arms so it lines up with your ear. Alright, so it's not hanging too far forwards of your body. Being careful to stack up your hips. And then as we raise the top leg, we're breathing out and we're sending that leg away from us. And breathing in as you lower. So as you lift, breathing out, hips facing forwards. And breathing in as you lower. Breathing out to float the leg away. And breathing in as you lower. Again, breathing out, floating the leg away and into lower. Okay, again, engaging with your core and into lower. One more time. Okay, so legs connected together and breathing out. Brace the core and floating your legs away. Breathing into lower. Engaging with your core, breathing out to float into lower. So maybe we start to feel a little bit of lightness underneath the body. Okay, so as we take the legs away, we want to pull up through the waist and breathing in as you lower. Again, breathing out to press away. Maybe we take away the hand support. Okay, and again, chin's a little bit lifted. Try not to look down your body. Breathing out to float and into lower. So you could do a few more there. Remembering to engage the core, not just use your back. Or I'm going to come up onto my elbow. Alright, so anytime we do this, it's going to start to become a little bit harder. Now I'm going to start to bring my legs up, but they're coming slightly forward, so I'm on the kind of back part of my buttock, and then I'm swinging it back down to that straight line position. As I draw up, breathing out, lifting, and then breathing in, coming back. If you want more, okay, who doesn't? Breathing out, and you're reaching to the far side of your foot, and then coming back out. Breathing out, breathing in, and drawing back. So really use your core, keep your shoulders down, breathing in and out. Breathing out and lift. Breathing in and out. Two more. Breathing out and lift. Breathing in and out. One more. Breathing out, lift. And breathing in, out. Alright, release it down. Okay, coming up onto your, staying on your elbow, okay? I'm going to bring in the knees and we're going to come up into your side bend. So if you've got anything going on, you would prefer to do your oblique muscle work on your back, by all means, come to your back and do the single twist across, okay? Otherwise, we're lifting, breathing out and reaching, stretching down towards the floor, and breathing in as you lower back. And again, as you go up, breathing out, waist pulls you up from underneath, in as you lower. You can stay with that version today, or I'm going to come up onto my hand and my foot. All right, now as I go up, breathing out, connecting the inner thighs, and reaching up past your ear. Breathing in as you lower. Again, as you go up, breathing out, navel back to the spine and bending through the waist. Breathing in as you lower. Again, engaging with your core and lift. In as you lower. Chest open, navel facing the front, breathing out to lift. In to lower. And again, as you go up, breathing out and reach. And lower. Let's have two more if you can. As I said earlier, always take breaks if you need a break, okay? You know how it feels to your body. All right, we've all had stuff going on, each and every one of us, so you might not need to do as much as always, all right? Okay, so I'm going to come round to the other side straight away, all right? That way then, we don't have to remember which side we've done, do we? All right, so lengthening along the floor. And again, if you can take your arm out and along the floor in alignment with your ear. Stacking your hips up again, and as you raise the top leg, breathing out, and then breathing in as you lower. So floating that leg away from the body, breathing out to lift, breathing in to lower. Great little exercise, okay, brings in very fond of this one because it brings in glute medius, around that upper back region of your buttock. When we were working on your hands and knees, we were predominantly working into glute maximus. All right, so it's just working into as many different areas into your body as possible. This is also giving us that lateral extension work, which is so valuable. It doesn't come into our everyday life, so it's good that we can work the body in all ways. Now coming into the double leg lift, so this again, it belongs a little bit more to that core balance work. So as you engage your core, floating your legs away, all right, but like I always say, is it shouldn't be that you're lifting your legs from your back strength, all right? You might be able to do that, all right, but I want you to try and go behind and into the core. So the core strength becomes responsible for this balance. And then again, like I say, you can take the hand support away, breathing into lower, breathing out and pulling up, breathing into lower. And certainly this is a fine exercise. You can do this one. You don't have to worry about moving on to this other thing that I'm going to show you in just a minute. All right, so those of you who want to have a go, coming up onto your elbow, and then again, we're bringing those legs up and breathing into lower. Again, breathing out to lift it up into lower. So if you don't want to use the hand, you don't need to. If you feel that you could, reaching to the far side and coming back down. Again, breathing out to lift, breathing into lower. And again, breathing out, lift, breathing in and out. That's it, there we go, okay. Breathing out, lift, breathing in and out. Again, breathing out, lift, breathing in, out. Really get that core involved. Pressing on up, breathing in and out. One more time. And out. All right, so coming into side bend. So if you're coming up onto your elbow, bring it up for me. Knees coming forwards of your body. And as we lift, breathing out, pulling up through with your waist as you reach over the top. And breathing in as we lower back down. Again, as we go up, breathing out, pull up into your waist. And breathing in as you lower. If you'd like to come up onto your hand, open up with your knee, open up with your chest. And then as we lift, connect the inner thighs, take that lovely bend through the body, breathing in as you lower. And again, engaging with your core and reach. Breathing in as you lower. Again, navel back to the spine and lift. And in as you lower. So really pull up. Again, always trying to draw your hips forwards. Keep your body open. Keep your chin lifted. Keep that posture check on. Again, breathing out, pressing up. And lower, last one. Alright, and then coming all of the way back round. Now, coming around to a seated position. Now I'm going to work into a wave action with the body. So what I'm going to do here is start to release out the back, and then this should again set us up nicely for our roll back. So I've got two levels on this one again, all depending on what your hamstrings feel. So I'm going to lift my body up, breathing in, placing my chest against my thighs, and then I'm going to draw back. So breathe in and out, land onto the legs, and then draw your body back. Okay, we use the ball quite often, all right, when we're doing this. So coming forwards and then drawing back. So it's almost like the wave coming down on the beach, you know? So you've got that smoothness. If you're okay with straight legs, then lift the body out and come along the legs. Tuck the head in and then draw your body back. And again, lift up out from your waist, take it over, take the head down and bring it back. All right, again, like I say, it can be worked in with all levels. You don't have to have your body on your legs. All right, it just, if it feels nicer for you to have straight legs, then you can do that. All right, and then again, like I say, on this one, we're trying to promote a little bit more lift out of the body, whether it's bent knees or straight legs. So we're bringing the body up and over and lengthening. All right, so if you use a cushion or if you use a band around your feet, place it down. And now we're going to go the other way, which should, again, I hope, be set up nicely. Deep breath in, ribs widening. As you breathe out, engaging with your core, carefully going back to maybe about halfway, breathing in, and then breathing out, engaging with your core, pulling up, abdominals pulling up underneath your ribs. Breathing in, ribs widen. And then as you breathe out carefully, working it back just to about halfway maybe, breathing in, and then breathing out and drawing up. Okay, again, breathe in. As you go back, maybe going back a little bit deeper, lower back, maybe finding the ground. Breathing in and breathing out. Slowly drawing back on up. Again, breathing in and breathing out. And slowly working back down into the floor. Breathing in and breathing out. And drawing all of the way back. And try and lift from the centre of your chest. If you do want to challenge, one hand on your shoulder. Slowly rolling it back. Breathing in and breathing out, slowly drawing it up, swapping hands over, breathing in, breathing out. As it work that little bit of a sync. Remember, you don't have to get to the floor. Breathing in and breathing out, coming up, swap it over, breathing in, breathing out. Try and make it smooth. Try not to bring those shoulders too high. Breathing in, breathing out, drawing up, last one. Breathing in and breathing out, shoulders relaxed, slowly working down. Breathing in and breathing out, slowly coming up, lifting and relaxing. Good. Okay, now I'd like to work into soar from here, which again is going to take us over the other way. Hopefully all these things are going to fit together nicely for you today. In this position though, if you get a little bit of griping up into your quads, cross your legs. Okay, equally you could sit up on a block, okay, or on a couple of cushions. Anything where it just gets your hips higher than your legs. It's going to get your legs to relax a little bit more for you, okay? Now if your arms are tired, okay, by all means have your arms across your chest all the way through. I'm going to go long arms and then I'm going to go fingers by your temples. Alright, so again, leave that second part out if that's feeling too much today. Fingers lengthened out and away from you. Now as you breathe in, rotating your upper body. As you breathe out, rounding your back and lengthening over and across. Breathing in to draw your body up. Breathing out, navel back to the spine. Breathing in, turn. As you breathe out, bring your body to round over. Push your sit bones back into the floor. Breathing in, drawing your body up. Breathing out, engaging your core back to the middle. Breathing in to rotate your upper body. And breathing out, rounding through your spine to lengthen across. Breathing in, drawing your body up. Breathing out, navel back to the spine. Breathing in, turning your upper body. Breathing out to round through the spine and lengthen over. breathing out, really pull up through the core, move from the core. Breathing in, turning the upper body. Breathing out to round through the spine and lengthen across. Breathing in to come back up. And breathing out, engaging with your core, back to the middle. Breathing in to turn. And breathing out to lengthen over and across. Breathing in, coming up. Breathing out, engaging your core. And then if you'd like to, fingers by your temples. Breathing in to turn the upper body. Breathing out and rounding the body over. Breathing in as you come back up. Breathing out, navel back to the spine. Breathing in, turning the upper body. And breathing out to round over your thigh. Breathing in, drawing up. And breathing out, engaging the core back to the middle. 2 more if you can. Breathing in to turn. And breathing out, over the thigh we go. Breathing in to draw up. And breathing out, navel back to the spine. Breathing in to turn. And breathing out to draw over the thigh. Breathing in to draw back on up. Breathing out, engaging with your core and letting your arms all the way back down. Okay, I'm going to slowly bring you back down onto your back. Okay, so just again, take it down nice and gently. And bend up your knees for me. And just release out again so that you come out into a neutral back. Okay, I'm going to work into your double leg extension here. So I'm going to start off with the soles of the feet together, knees open nice and wide. I've got my neck and shoulders on the floor, but if you can, again, a neutral back. As I drive the legs away, breathing out and pushing out through the toes. And as I come back down, breathing in, the knees are coming nice and wide. Breathing out, engaging with the core to send the legs away. And then breathing in, the knees are coming down nice and wide. And if you lay your hands upon your belly, try and feel that the abdominals are drawing back and behind your fingers. So they're pulling away, the abdominals are pulling away from your fingers. Now to make this a little bit harder, we come up with the neck and shoulders supporting the head. And what that's going to do is start to generate a bit more strength work into the surface muscles along the front of your body. So you should feel your abdominals are working a little bit harder. Now if you can hold your upper body up without assistance, maybe we circle the arms around from your thighs to above your head. Breathing in to draw down, and then breathing out to press away. Breathing in as we draw down, and breathing out to drive the legs out and away from the body. Again, breathing in, drawing down, breathing out to press the legs away. Alright, 2 more there if you can, breathing in, and breathing out to extend. 1 more time, breathing in, breathing out to press it away. And then gently lower your head back down again, keeping your feet up for me, flexing out your feet. And we're going to finish with the abdominal work, lower to upwards today. So I've got a neutral back, okay, I want to try and keep that in check. As you lower one heel away from you, breathing out, driving the heel away to halfway. Breathing in, coming back up. Alright, so you can put one hand underneath your back and then one hand on your belly. Alright, and feel that the back isn't changing its position. And feel that the abdominals are drawing back from behind your fingers as you drive the heel down. So if you've got those 2 things really again functioning well, alright, then maybe you're ready to try. Maybe the strength in your lower abdominals is ready to try. But again, it depends on your back. If your back doesn't enjoy this, stay with the heel dig. I'm going to point my toes. But again, and more importantly, I'm not crossing up my ankles. Now as I take my lower back to imprint, I'm breathing out. I'm using my lower abdominal strength to bring the bottom up and then breathing into lower. We don't want to be swinging the legs to come up and down. Breathing out to lift and breathing into lower. Breathing out, tilt, engage the core, lift the hips and breathing into lower. So you can stick with that. If you feel today that the rollover is there for you, hands back on the floor, breathing in, and then we're breathing out to slowly send the legs upwards. Breathing in to take the legs to separate, and then breathing out to let the legs come down slowly, and then we'll bring the legs in together at the end. Breathing in, and breathing out to send the legs upwards. Breathing in to take the legs to separate, and then breathing out to slowly lower. Alright, so we've got 3 versions there. Again, if your back is a little bit tight, sometimes using a cushion underneath your hips helps you to get that reverse curl feeling. Alright, so by all means use a cushion underneath your back, that's it, and then maybe go to the baby reverse curl. So you're just gently starting to get that movement, but the movement to come from the abdominals, you know, rather than the leg movement. Alright, it's really hard. I'm not going to say that's easy because it's not an easy thing to do, but it does get easier, okay, the more that you do it. Alright, I'm going to get you to finish off your last one. And then just hugging the right knee in towards you, taking your left leg straight. And we'll just bring that right knee to draw across the body and take your right hand to the side. And if you can turn your gaze all the way over towards your right hand, maybe try and get your ear on the ground. And then bring that leg back on in, slide that leg down, bring the other knee in, and again bring it across the body. Take your gaze over towards your hand. And then slowly bring the foot back in, both feet to the floor for me, and then gently roll yourself to one side and come back on up. Okay, coming into seated twist here as well. So if we bring up the right leg, take it over the top of your left. You can choose to keep that left leg straight or bring it to the side of you. And try if you can to get both buttocks on the ground. Bring through your left arm towards your right knee and looking over your right shoulder. And if you want to go any further, maybe a half prayer, or maybe you bind, in which case go underneath the knee and find the fingers. But like we say, it's just trying to prioritise that lift through the spine and the neck. And remain curious, so keep looking as far over your shoulder as you can. And then gently bring it back on out. Swap your legs over. So left leg over right, you're folding up your right leg beneath you if you wish to, or leaving it straight. Bringing your right arm in towards you, drawing up a nice tall spine, And maybe if it's just that you can go a little bit further, a half prayer really helps. Or if you're going through into your bind, finding your fingers and moving it round. And again, just try and keep turning, looking a little bit further back behind you. And bringing it all the way back round. Okay, so your cross-legged position or any other position of your choice. I'm going to bring the hands all the way back, opening out with your chest. You can kneel up, remember on this one. If you find that your arms are a little bit too long, okay, maybe kneeling gets a little bit more stretch into the upper back. And you're tucking the head in so you find that neck stretch. And then draw your attention to one side of your body and just gently tuck your chin down a little. And then back through to the middle and to the other side. And then back through to the middle, raising your head and slowly taking one ear up and over towards your shoulder. And then slowly over to the other side. And bring it back round to the middle. Okay, releasing your arms. Reach it forward so you get that stretch around the upper back. Breathing in to raise your arms high. Breathing out, opening it back and down. Again, let's bring your arms forwards, tucking your head in. Breathing in, raising your arms. Breathing out, opening it back and down. One more time. Give yourself a stretch across the upper back. Breathing in, pulling on up. Breathing out, let it float. Let the shoulders release a little. Very well done this morning, everybody. Okay, have a good rest of the day. Drink lots of water. Hope you feel a bit